These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please do your own research, share information, and if you like my videos, it's greatly appreciated if you like, share, and subscribe, guys. Hello, my beautiful people. I thought it's nice, huh? It's a little bit warm, but not warm. So it's starting to melt. Unfortunately, by Monday, it'll be cold again. Anyways, I want to discuss a couple of things. I don't know, for the people who are not in the Commonwealth or British, I don't know if they know that royalty, the monarchy, and the people who represent it are supposed to inspire us to be better, because they're supposed to be not only adhering by the letter of the law, by living it, being the shining example of that. So it is quite distressing. This is just my views, right? When Parliament has to get involved in modifying laws and using two members of the monarchy, because they're still on the website. They're still on the website, which means that they're still part of the royal family, because that royal website is used only for working members of the royal family. So they're still very much members of the royal family. So Parliament has gotten involved in ensuring that privacy, that freedom of speech laws and freedom of the press is amended because of the behavior of these two royals. So instead of them inspire, which is really funny, because instead of Parliament holding the royal family accountable, they modify the laws. I mean, it's great that they're doing it right now, but if they held the royal family accountable, they wouldn't have to do this. Also, and this is just my personal view, this should be a law. There's a country, and I think they're thinking about it in a couple of states in the United States, of holding the judges accountable when they fail to uphold the letter of the law. You know what I mean? Which is a great idea, because these judges are basically dictating, legislating, and not adhering to the letter of the law, and therefore are affecting how justice is served. Because let's face it, judges are supposed to be just and applying the laws of the country, of a nation, for the benefit of its citizens. But here we have judges who are legislating the law because there's nothing there. And I'm going to take a little bit of issue, because a lot of people are saying that, actually, according to the law, the judges ruled within the law because, too much of Meghan Markle's letter was printed out. And they're basically backing what Judge Warby said. But they're backing a judgment, a summary judgment, issued with no evidence, granted with no evidence. Basically, they're saying, we're not going to take this to trial, in spite of the fact, and I know that they do it because they cannot consider new evidence. But even with the old evidence, there was enough proof that there had been a lot of lies by Meghan Markle, and therefore something needed to be done. And usually also because this is such a if you're going to deny it, and I said this to her, if you're going to deny a right, or if you're going to curtail a right of freedom of the press or freedom of expression, you better have a trial about it, because you're cutting out rights. So you can't be so glib about it. So in my opinion, these judges, there should be also a law passed by Parliament or proposed that judges are to be held accountable when they don't do their job. Where is the accountability? The reason why they keep doing it is because there is no accountability. And I've always discussed that when there is power without accountability, there are abuses. And this is what we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? I mean, I think it's a good idea. Look at this, what happened to this little boy. Oh, let me give you an example. Katie Price. Many Americans don't know who she is, or most people around the world don't know who she is. She's an ultra Z-lister, just like Meghan Markle, who just got in her 7th car accident while being drunk and driving drunk in drugs, right? And the judge, even though she's guilty, and she was like on probation or something, suspended her jail sentence. She has never been in jail. She has been lucky that she has not killed anybody. But the judges keep doing these things just because even just because she's a minor Z-lister celebrity, they're still letting her off the hook. They're not applying the letter of the law. If it were you or me, and you are on your 2nd driving offense, drunk driving offense, you would do jail time. And here you have this woman who's not supposed to be driving, and to begin with, and then driving drunk and high on drugs for the 7th time, and the judges let her off free. I know that the police is appealing the judge's decision of suspended sentence. So this is just an example that maybe judges have to be held accountable. You know what I mean? But it's a sad day of affairs when royal family members are being used as an example of what not to do, which is Meghan. In a way, we have to thank her that. But in a way, at the same time, it tells us what a terrible state the current members of the current royal family are in. Other than the Queen, Princess Anne, and Prince William, most of them are rotten. And then we have Sarah Ferguson. Sarah Ferguson saying, oh, I'm living a fairy tale with Andrew. I mean, in which world is she living a fairy tale with this man? This is a woman who's broke in spite of the fact that she's been living off the royal family, because she's been living off the crown state for free. She has been living and she's been making money off the titles, you know? So this is why I say, when I said that it's time for a purge, it's because there is time for a purge. You know, there have to be laws and rules. It is great that Parliament is using Meghan Markle as an example of what not to do or who not to be. But at the same time, that should go to everybody. Prince Andrew, he shouldn't be there. Prince Charles shouldn't be there. And I'm going to say something, because many people of you, I know you're big Prince Charles fans. I know that. I'm very well aware that many of you are Prince Charles fans. But what he did with the honors is illegal. Period. He is entitled to publicly thank them in speeches. If he wants to name a forest in his own home, that's up to him. That's something that he can do himself. Absolutely. If he wants to put the logo like Prince William did in the Earthshot Prize, that you have the logos and of the people who have contributed to all of this, and the names of the people who have contributed to all of this. Absolutely spectacular. Yes. But to give honors like that, and they keep using poor Angelina Jolie for that. I'm not a fan of hers that much, but this is a woman who's worked years and years and years tirelessly for the United Nations. This is a woman who had gone through really dangerous stuff, you know, donated her own money, millions actually, bought property in Africa and other places to keep things from endangered species, you know. I mean, this is a woman who's been doing her work, and she was granted an honorary damehood, or I don't know what she was granted. But this is something that she earned. This is not something that was offered because, for example, from the letters and emails that we see, Prince Charles offered the honor to the guy for his donation. That is a criminal offense. They were helping him get the citizenship. That is a criminal offense. So when people say, oh, it's okay. Yes, of course. You thank them. You're in public. You have them over for dinner. Every chance you get, you know, you're very thankful of that. Prince Charles even named a forest after the guy or something like that. That's great. But the OBE and the citizenship assistance, that's illegal. So going back to Harry and Meghan Markle, it is a shame. And I think please go to Twitter, go to Instagram accounts of the royal family and ask them to please remove Harry from the royal website and to issue a letters patent banning him from using all of his royal titles all of his royal titles, except for official royal engagements, which will be none. So, I mean, those are things that we can do. So please go do it. Get your voice heard in their own platforms. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Alec Baldwin because I think it's scumbag. And I'll do a video tomorrow just about him. So I hope you will get to engage in that because I have some views about it. But what do you think about the new laws that are being passed about, and Mr. Markle? Mr. Markle is really, really angry about what's happening. He's really, really angry. And you know, in the picture that I leave in the front, when you see the video, remember when she's changed her Wikipedia so many times that, remember, she used to have humanitarian ambassador for this. Now it's none of it. Humanitarian is gone. Humanitarian is gone. So whatever happened to Meghan the humanitarian? Anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll do a video tomorrow about Alec Baldwin and see what happens. You know what? One of the things that is really sad is I want to thank you, all of you, for your donations. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. You know how Harry and Meghan are talking about not having joy? You saw some of the pictures that I left about the people we help in the community. And there's one picture where an older gentleman, he's 85 years of age. Well, now 86. And he's receiving a plate of food. This is a man who's been working since the age of 6, 7 years of age. So he has nothing because, of course, it's a very poor country. And even though he knew he didn't have to give us anything in return, this is something that we're able to do, he still felt, out of dignity and pride, that he needed to contribute, you know. And because he felt that, you know, he's so used to not getting any help from anybody, earning everything, you know, and being so grateful. And, you know, and so what we did is, like, because he was really adamant to earn his plate of food, you know, or the shirts, and because we also donate clothes and stuff like that. So we gave him a whistle, and he's a guard at one of the schools, because, of course, the school is as you can imagine, is in a very poor area, so there's a lot of crime. So it's completely locked. You've seen that some of the pictures that I put, the students have like a guard thing, and, you know, people thought it was a person. No, it's actually to protect them. So we put this old gentleman there with a rocking chair for him with a whistle to guard that children and everybody's there. And he feels useful because this is a man who's thankful about everything, who's grateful about everything, you know, and we love him. I mean, he's just one of the many. He wants to feel useful. He wants to work. So here we have two entitled assholes. And I'm sorry, but Harry and Meghan Markle are assholes. They really are. Who are never happy with anything, you know. It'd be really interesting to see if Harry and Meghan lose all of their money. They're found with all of those, with nothing there. How would they, if they would be grateful to get any job thrown at them? So, but it just makes me think, you know, when I see people like that, and then I see the people in the community that we help, and I think, you know, they are such a waste of space, Harry and Meghan Markle. They're an embarrassment. They're a complete embarrassment. So anyways, leave me your thoughts, and thank you for all your help, your support. You were amazing. Thank you very much for helping and for donating to my PayPal account. And for sharing my videos. But do leave your comments. I want you to tell me how you feel about the new laws being passed and the fact that Harry and Meghan Markle are being used as examples of how not to be and what not to do as members of the royal family, because they are still members of the royal family as long as they're on that website and as long as they keep using and hawking those titles. And also about Prince Andrew. You know, I have some views about Prince Andrew. I don't know if you've been following that, but I'll do a video about that too. Anyways, thank you for listening to this crazy old woman. And I'll do a video tomorrow about Alec Baldwin and some other stuff about Meghan. Thank you. Have a good day. See how pretty?